Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello and welcome along to the Warriors podcast. This is the podcast supposedly about two people who worry and fret too much, but we've strayed from the premise so much recently that we don't even know what it is anymore. Just treat it as two pals bitching at each other. My name's Barry Dodds and her name is...
You forgot?
Are you listening to the aircon coming on?
My name is Hayley Ellis, if you don't know. We're actually together recording this. Usually we record on Zoom, but I am gigging in Nottingham, where Barry lives. Barry's come along.
Oh, thanks. Do you want to give my postcode out? Do you want to?
You say every week. NG4.
Fuck no.
Is that rough? Fits in, but... Barry's come down to record this. So this is very by the nail because we're recording this Sunday and you're listening to this Monday. Maybe you're not, maybe you're not. Maybe you're hearing it on Tuesday. Who knows? Because it's not guaranteed at the minute. I've been going to the wire a little bit recently because I've been trying to have a life. Been trying to do some laundry and shit like that. On set, like it looked at one point over this weekend like I was running away from home, just piles and piles of laundry, but in various stages of like to be washed, been washed, needs to be dried on a light thing. You wear one outfit? How you got so much laundry?
I wear one outfit, do I?
Yes.
This is not true. Do you want to say what you said about my appearance today when I turned up to meet you in the glorious Village Hotel in salubrious Beeston?
He looked like he was auditioning for Blink 182. He's got a baseball cap on, shorts. Check
shades.
I was like, what the fuck is this? You look like, do you know that meme? Hey, dude. Like he's trying to fit in school. In terms of skate park open. And then you instantly went on the defence and went, yeah, well, look at you.
Oh, no.
Look at you with your smart up top and your bottom casual. You went mad.
She's wearing a green top that you'd wear for Christmas dinner and some tracksuit bottoms that you'd wear for your Universal Credit meeting.
They're not actually tracksuit bottoms.
They are.
They're not. The trousers from Marks and Spencer's. To tell you what, my self-esteem took a kick in. I was on with Stephen Bailey this weekend.
Yeah.
And I said, we had a bit of time to kill because we're doing 2 shows. And I said, I'm just going to nip in Marks and Spencer's. I amused myself because I asked him to ask for the Big Bear chocolate and getting Stephen Bailey to ask an M&S employee for the Big Bear. Anyway... he was like, look, going, what you need to wear, babe? You can't be wearing jumpers. And I'm like, I'm not wearing the jumper on stage. I'm just wearing it now, Stephen. And he's like, try on that suit jacket. And I was like, put it on. I was like, and he goes, yeah. And I went, I look like a Karen. He's like, yeah, you do. And I was like, yeah, do you know what, Stephen? Let's just go and get some chocolate and go back.
Oh dear. So yeah, we are here in Beeston. You've just done a gig. How was it?
Glorious. If you live in the Nottingham area, Back Before 9 comedy, get on it. Scott Bennett and Gemma Bennett. It's there. Well, it's actually Gemma's baby, but Scott hosts it regularly. So get down, support that. I need to actually. Can we get straight into worries of the week? Because I've got one.
Go on.
Worries of the week. Worries of the week. You got a lot to worry. Worries.
Did a gig last weekend. I'm not going to say where. But this particular gig, because I love the gig, it's not a bad gig, it's a great gig. I'd say 99% of the time, I adore it. It's one of my favourites in the country. Anyway, there's no green room, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's tricky, that one.
Yeah, so you're sort of sat at the back of the room. Never a problem normally. It's usually, if anything, just nice people saying, I enjoyed that, and then they just crack on. It's never been a problem the whole time I've been doing it. They have since, well, not because of this, but they have got a room now we can use as a green room. Anyway.
After Hayley threw a diva-style strop.
Oh, no, listen. So I go on, I'm emceeing. There's 2 very drunk women in, and they're sort of, I spoke to anyone celebrating, she was like, meh, like singing it like that, like she's a Go Compare woman. Meh. I was like, oh, God, I shouldn't have gotten there. Spoke to her a little bit, realised I'm not going to get anything out of her because she's just laughing at everything she's saying, even though it's not funny.
Oh, yeah.
And mates like, hysterics or whatever they're saying. So then I try and crack on, move on with the night. She's still talking, chipping in, da-da-da-da. So I said, if you want to, you can leave. And she went...
I'm very passive-aggressive.
Oh,
you don't have to stay for the
So I was like, she's so annoying. She's like, I'm here with my husband. I was like, well, where is he? She's like, at the bar. I was like, yeah, I can tell why. He weren't coming back, which was so annoying. Anyway.
Happy birthday.
Enjoy your special day. Anyway. So I said, you can leave if you want. She goes, I'll leave when I want to leave. I said, no, you'll leave when we tell you to leave. Because I thought, I'm not having it.
You're not having her calling the shots on your watch?
No. Anyway, settled down. Please don't talk, blah, blah, blah. Bring on the first act, your friend and friend of the pod, Dave Longley.
Yeah.
Smashing it.
He's never heard this.
He does, yeah. He has a great gig. But at the end of his set, he goes, and I hope you two get chucked out, because apparently they were talking over his set as well.
Now, also, just for context, for Dave, that's quite mild.
Mm.
That's about as low level an angry response as you can get. Not that he'd be angry, but he can be very cutting.
So the guy who's sort of the manager, I guess, on that night, goes up and has a word with him.
Mm.
So I'm sat at the back of the room, about to enjoy the interval. That's the time where you can have a little minute to yourself.
Yeah.
Sit there. I'll have a nice little drink. See this woman steaming up, right? Red.
Literally steaming.
Literally steaming, right? Her eyes roll in the back of her head. Red lipstick smeared across her face. Red wine down her neck, right? I need to speak to you. And then I was like, oh, God. The other two comics, I'm not going to name them, shithouses, they fucked off.
Name them. Name and shame. Give a clue.
No, I'm not. Anyway, they left. They were like, I'm not dealing with this woman. I don't know what... Right, I literally had this for the full 20-minute break. I don't know what I've done wrong. So I explained several times. I was like, you've been disrupted. I don't think I was. You made me the star of the show. I was like...
The star of the show. Oh.
I was like, well, I spoke to you then when I tried to move on, you were still loud. I don't think we were. We were talking about the night. I said, yeah, but even if you're talking about the night, people still need to listen.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, but I don't. And it literally was that. I don't understand. I'm like, and I was like, and then in the ending, I was like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah.
Right. And so she calmed down a bit. But what the funniest thing was, she sat on all, so because there's no green room, I put my bags of clothing, and I take too much shit to a gig. Right, so I've got bags of clothing, stuff like that. She sits on all my shit. So as she's talking to me...
Why you got bags of clothes? Fucking
No, I take...
Jennifer Lopez here doing costume changes.
I take a change of clothes with me and I have it on a coat hanger, right?
Why?
Because I don't like to go on stage in my gig
In
clothes.
what you've been... Oh, so in what you've been driving in. Yeah.
So she sits on all my shit. So as she's shouting at me, I'm thinking, well, that's me fucking iPad gone, right? Sits on all my shit.
You've just done a lot of describing about this woman there in that one comment.
Right. Sits on my iPad, fucking breathing in my face, ruining me Diet Coke, right? So, and then as she gets up, one of the comedians came back and he went, she's like, going on, I don't understand. And I was like, we're getting nowhere. And she stands up and then he goes, this comedian goes, sorry, you've got something attached to your skirt. And my coat hanger had clipped onto her shirt. So as she stood up, she had all my clothes attached to her.
Did she notice, or did you just
she just unclipped it and then just carried on going,
oh, for fuck's sake.
Anyway, that happened again on the second interval. She then changed her tactic and was moaning about something else. It wasn't what she'd done. It was then she didn't like this and she didn't like that. Right?
I think, what was she complaining about?
The first comedian, Dave.
What did Dave done wrong?
She didn't like his material. Right. But it's rubbish because...
Not his material.
No, it's because she couldn't get anywhere with saying that she wasn't disruptive, because she was. And then she was like, well, then this.
This was the new thing.
And then when Dave wasn't there, she was like, well, then I'm upset about how the manager spoke to me. It was like constantly changing what she was annoyed about. But so then I dealt with that the whole second section again. And I was like, I can't. Do you know when you're in the car the way I'm thinking, this can't be it. I was genuinely thinking about retraining as a therapist. I'm like, Because the other comic was like, you dealt with that so well and so calmly.
Yeah, you did as well by hiding, you fucking Canadian coward.
But I was like, he was like, and I was like, yeah, I did actually. I'm quite good. And then I was like, do you know what? I can't do this. I cannot go and do a gig.
No, you're the compere. You're not customer service. You've got to stop taking. Just do your job. Ignore everything else.
And it was in a scenario where I couldn't get away from her because there was literally nowhere to go.
Go and sit in your car. Oh, follow them two cowards up the stairs. Right, find out where they pussied out to.
To be fair to them, people kept going, are you okay? And I'd go, yeah, I'm fine. Because it was like, there's no point getting anyone else involved in it because she doesn't even know what the problem is herself.
Yeah.
But what my worry is in that scenario again, how can I get out of it? Just imagine that happens again in that room. So there's no other place to go.
And am I imagining this is happening to me?
Yeah. You don't want to upset her too much.
No.
Because it's, you know.
I've had a bit of banter. It's got out of hand. She's carried it on when it was done, and then she's complained, she's whinged, and I'd probably just go, yeah, you've just got to be quiet. I'd go, yeah, that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. You keep going on. I'm sorry, there's not much more I can do. But have you spoke to the manager?
I did all this, Barry.
Yeah, I'm just going through what my response would be because you've got to reach that critical point in the drunken negotiations where you do just tell her to fuck off.
Like I said, not too harsh.
I think there comes a point though where if they're affecting you at work, then you've got to say, I'm really sorry, but I need to focus on, I'm at work at the moment.
It's not you, it's me. Well, it is you. It is you. You're ruining the night.
You're ruining that. Just stop talking.
Have you ever had that? Have you ever had someone have a proper go at you?
I did a gig in Jongleurs right before it closed. I did all December at Nottingham Jongleurs, the famous venue where maggots fell through the ceiling mid-performance once onto Chris Cairns' head as he was comparing. And the show, he was like, obviously a bit like, there's maggots for, and he looked at the show manager who went, carry on, while looking at that watch like, you've not done your time yet. And he went, there's fucking maggots. There's maggots thrown on me fucking head. What do you mean, carry on? and then got Jerry Kay on. He just went, do I have to perform under the maggots?
Like this is with the lowest common denominator. Like with no one has any respect for us.
Oh yeah, we often at some clubs now the lowest paid. It feels like as well. Where some people, where their key product is comedy, they seem to value the comedians the least. But don't get me started on that. I think.
So what happened at this Jongleurs then?
So it was a particularly bad gig. It was horrible. It was always a bad gig anyway. It was Christmas, and it was not going well. Like, this is maybe the third week of doing it there. The first weekend there, somebody threw a knife at me. Right.
Why would you go back if that's the first week?
It's local.
You lazy bastard. Someone's thrown a knife and you're like, yeah, but I don't have to sit in the car.
Yeah, but it's close and I can get home for... I can be back for 10. So I turned up at the next one like the fucking Michelin man. Right?
Stab-proof vest on.
No, just the group of lads, one of them just threw a knife. It was a fucking butter knife. But,
well then, Barry, that changes it.
Oh, sorry, did you think he was fucking flinging machetes?
The way you say when someone's thrown a knife, I don't expect it to be... Basically, a knife fell off a table.
No, he picked it up. It was the knife. He wasn't... He wasn't...
You can't even do damage to a piece of toast with a butter knife.
Look, he threw a knife. I'm not big... Right, okay, yes, I'll admit, it wasn't like a scene from Predator, right? It wasn't fucking machetes flying everywhere, but it was still the knife that he was using with his shit Christmas dinner.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Silly me overreacting to... Well, I didn't overreact, I went back.
You were like, thanks for that, I'll use that for me snack later.
Well, part of me just went, oh, brilliant, I can just walk off now. I just went, all right, that's it, you've done that, I'm done, see ya. And I walked off. I was like, you don't have to perform when that happens. Sorry
to go off well, it's not going off on a tangent, it's about what you said. Mick Ferry did the Christmas gigs at the Frog, maybe last year before, and someone just threw a piece of toast at him. And he was like,
where did they get toast?
Exactly what he was like, where the fuck have you got a piece of toast from? And then he was just so shocked. He was like, a fucking bit of toast just hit me.
Have I ever told the Download story on this?
I don't think so.
There was, when I did Download Festival last time, and it very much would be for the last time because it's currently run by...
Right.
So Download Festival, when I did it, it was... The people who book it seem to have a thing for trying to push social media influencers into stand-up to hopefully do a stand-up tour with them, drain a bit of money out of them before dropping them when everyone realises that they can't do stand-up. So it's true. It's not just this company who does it, it's all of them. So they got one social media influencer type who was on, and now apologies for the language early on in a public episode, but there were a lot of people there to say cunt in the gang. Now, you don't want to go on that stage anywhere near his set because a lot of them have turned up for him. And if you're an influencer who's got very whimsical material, they're not going to have much tolerance for you. So we went on, they put him on. I don't know why they would give this poor lad this baptism of fire. So he's only ever done TikTok videos, and now he's on stage at Download, 400 people literally chanting "We want cunt," and he's there talking about, so when I proposed to my girlfriend, and everyone's woo, woo, and then just out of nowhere, you just saw it in the spotlight, a mouse trap, just through the air, through the spotlight, a mouse trap just hit his chest, and he went. And he, obviously, he wasn't prepared for... I don't think you can prepare for that.
No, because it's not something that you're going to expect, is it?
No. And he was a bit flummoxed. And also, he was then annoyed because, of course, he's never had anyone answer back in real time and tell him that he's shit.
Where'd you go from there?
Well, he picked it up and threw it back, which was not the correct plan of action. He picked it up, threw it back, tried to carry on. He was like, oh, and then we had a kid. All of a sudden... 2 mouse traps come flying through the air.
Why have they got mouse traps?
Someone had turned up with a bag of mouse traps.
Was it you?
It wasn't me. But
then did a giant cage come over at the end? A little green ball come down a ramp.
This little goblin came from backstage and got him off. Not like that.
I feel now, we don't get it as much, obviously, that person did, but, singers and stuff, they're getting damaged. Was it, I can't remember who it was, they're on stage and someone's thrown a phone.
I saw that, yeah.
And it's, hit him in the eye. Yeah, Harry Styles always gets stuff. But it's stuff...
Yeah, but knickers and that,
no,
surely.
But not knickers. It's they're now throwing stuff. It's stuff that could really hurt him. I can't think of what it is.
Bricks. If so, his gigs are going badly.
Coils. Anyway, we've massively digressed. Tell us what happened at Jongleurs.
So it went very badly, this particular one, and there was a big works company in, and it had gone terribly, and the acts had not done very well. The last act, I don't want to give their name, but unfortunately, due to the description, you may be able to work out who it is. So at the end of the show, I went to see the show manager say bye. And this guy, the head of the company, was like, this was rubbish. The food was terrible and the comedy was terrible. At this point, I am in front of him. He just went, look, it was terrible. The comedy was bad. And he's saying it to me, and I'm giving it it's subjective. And he's gone, no, the comedy was bad. And I went, how do you mean? You just went, none of you were professional. None of you were professionals. And then I went, actually, I think you'll find that the last act has just been on live at the Apollo. And he went, well, where is she? Where is she? And I went, she's there.
That's how you know it's not me.
Unfortunately, the person I was trying to highlight might have been a little person. And unfortunately, it was all high tables. So I went, she's there somewhere. That's absolutely true. She's somewhere.
It just looks like you're taking the piss.
I know it does.
As she runs off.
I don't think she'll mind me saying, it was Tanya Lee Davis. She'll look back at that gig with the same disdain I do.
But like, when someone's saying to your face, "You're shit,"
you are shit, and my backup is someone I know was on Live at the Apollo. They're over there.
Do you know what I was thinking when that woman was slurring in Red Van? She's like, I was thinking, my mate's won BAFTAs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm sat there thinking, I don't know how much longer I've got this in me.
Do you know what you should have done? Glassed her with your award. Just got out of your bag and just fuck it, because that's got some weight to it.
Oh, I am thinking, I was like, so what all I'm saying basically is, my worry is, you need to tell your friends to listen to this, because there's only so much longer I can hang on.
You are on by your fingernails at the minute.
I'm hanging on, right? Get tickets to me tour, because, right, I'm not, I said to Barry, right, he said, have you done any tour promo yet? I said, oh, the odd video. He goes, you want to do one saying, if you don't buy tickets, this is on you. Go on, tell them what you said.
I can't remember.
You said, if you don't buy tickets for this tour, this is on you. I'm going to have to do musical comedy.
And you should do it with a guitar in the background going, make your choice. You buy a ticket and support this, or the next time you see me, improv. And then have 3 sexless wonders behind you in different coloured T-shirts going, hey!
Oh.
Is that too specific?
It's very, yeah.
The one thing is, they're not sexless. If there's one thing I know about them, they're all shagging each other.
It's like the band geeks in American Pie, isn't it?
It really is. You'd have the most talentless babies. Sorry. All right. We
always have to take it so far.
What do you mean?
They'll have the most talentless baby.
True.
Should we do some other people's worries?
Go for it.
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
This is the part of the show where you send us your worries. If you are a Patreon, by the way, you can join today. Patreon.com/The Warriors.
Can I do a Patreon advert? Because we've not, literally, for the last public ones, we've not done an advert, even though I've got one pre-recorded, because we had somebody leave a bit of a shitty comment about the fact that we were plugging Patreon. So I didn't do it because I felt a bit awkward, but I was having a chat to a friend who, it was Dan Nightingale. I was talking about, we had a shitty comment. And he made it just very clear. The reason that we plug Patreon and have to plug Patreon is because it's the lifeblood of this. Like, if we didn't do that, nobody would support it and we wouldn't be sat here doing this. So we have to plug it to try and make sure that this still exists. It's not a money grab. It's making sure that this happens. You know, we don't... You might think, you do this for free. We don't. This is, I'm currently sat in a hotel. I've given up my Sunday to come and do this. And, it's like, we plug it because we want it to keep going.
Oh, no, it has to keep going, because otherwise I will be retraining as a therapist.
Yeah. Just think, what do you want now? Do you want to give a few quid on Patreon a month, or do you want Hayley improving a song behind a keyboard? Is that what you want?
No one wants that. Patreon, is that the advert?
No, sorry, it's just me being a bit like, we just, join the Patreon. And you think, money one person doesn't make a difference. It does. We're very small in number. And I can tell you what, the last Patreon that we put out, people are saying it's the best thing that we've done. Did you see that comment?
I did see that, yeah.
And you get to meet one of my new comedy character who has gone down a storm.
I'm going to put a clip out on the socials this week of the comedy character that Barry's created to do prank calls on the Patreon. And honestly, my face hurt from laughing that much. And I thought, I'm not putting me on the clip because honestly, my face is so screwed up. It looks like an arsehole because I'm laughing that much.
John Kite.
Patreon.com/Warriors. Anyway.
Put your hand in your pocket, you tight cunts.
You thought we got complaints before, Barry. Anyway, if you're a patron, slide into the DMs. If not, theworriespodcast@gmail.com. You can tell us anything on email. You can tell us your worries. You can tell us about, if you have a question for me or Barry, anything, get involved, as long as it's not a complaint, because I've had enough of them at a weekend. So.
She is close to snapping, by the way.
I am. Oh, yeah, it's happening.
She's going to go.
I'm going to go. Anyway, on that nice, light-hearted
threat,
Kirsty has messaged us. I said, has any worries today? And Kirsty has put, my check engine light has come on and I'm due to drive down to Macfest on Friday. That's a worry.
Now, if this is the Kirsty, do you remember when I said we're small in number on Patreon? This will prove it. Is that Kirsty from Amble?
It is Kirsty.
Exactly. The fact we know them by name. Amble to Macfest is a hell of a drive. But she's from Amble. And
it'll be a horse and car.
Hang on, my brother lives in Amble. He's a mechanic. I can probably get him to. I mean, this is a personal service, isn't it? I can get him to swing round and have a look at it. He would do. He's a nice lad.
This isn't a podcast. This is like a Facebook group village. Macfest don't book me, so to be honest with you, I'd probably look into going to a different festival.
Are you not doing it?
I never do it. They don't want me.
They've booked me.
Have they?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Honestly.
This year?
Little wonder, yeah. Yeah. He saw my set and he said, I didn't realise how progressive you are.
Oh, well, this is clearly a joke. I can't believe I fell for that. I was about to smash the gaffle.
Of course I've not been asked to do Macfest. It's not worth their reputation. They've probably had a look at the John Kite Twitter profile and went, who's behind this?
Anyway, but you enjoy your festival, Kirsty.
Yeah, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. I mean, there'll be fuck all to laugh at, but enjoy it. Lots to think about afterwards, though. Shit. Oh, I can. Everyone sat around scratching their chins. Right. Yes.
Anyway, thank you for your worry, Kirsty. I hope you make it. Listen, you need to make it safely. We've got not enough patrons.
Yeah, and I've just ruled myself out of a major UK festival.
And me by default. We've had a message from Dave. Who, by the way, watched us both in Leeds this weekend.
Oh, did he?
He went from my gig at the Hi-Fi across to your gig at the Glee.
Oh, amazing.
So Dave said, apart from the obvious of watching comedy, what's the best way of lifting one's mood?
Drugs.
There we go.
Drink. Get on the drink.
I'm trying to think what lifts.
You never meet oh, no, you do.
What?
I was going to say you never meet an unhappy drunk. But
oh, you do?
You literally did. They came to your gig.
Yeah. That's right. I'm trying to think what's like an instant mood lifter for me.
Honestly, exercise. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I can't believe you're preaching that.
Because I've been out. Obviously, I can't do a great deal because of an obvious thing that I'm sick of mentioning. But I've been out in the garden doing lots of manual physical stuff, as in ripping up a lawn and relaying a new one because of a ridiculous patchwork effort in previous years. I felt great afterwards. Your
garden looks like shit, but you feel great.
The garden looks fucking great. Looks great.
I'm trying to think what makes me like in an instant good mood.
Trash TV.
Oh, I love trash TV, yeah. And I need to...
Money. The most shallow person I've ever met.
No, I'm not. I'm not Jesus. I guess like sometimes putting a song on, like a song that I really like. Just having a bit of downtime. I like
Xbox. That's my thing. That's what I have. If I go a day without the Xbox, even just a half an hour go on it, I do feel tense going to bed. Whereas if I just have a game, and it's not even shouting at people these days because I turn the mic off. I mean, that's not a great advert. I'm not even shouting at people.
Yeah, I mean, there's bigger issues here, Barry. There's bigger issues.
No, I just find it a good way of just getting rid of stress. It's just about finding what you like. Have a wank.
Right, anyway. Not listening to this. Message us, let us know what your instant mood relief is. Nothing filthy, like Barry's was saying. What is a good tip? And we'll share them. We'll share everyone's mood. Maybe something that you didn't think of might be. Do you know what I was watching last night? Well, I shouldn't watch it. I think I need to put my phone away before bed because this is keeping me up. I was watching chiropractic videos, you know, the ones where they crack the backs and stuff.
Right, and I watch weird things. And I watch, like, at least the films I watch, like Zombie Flesh Eaters, have got a narrative and a plot. You are just watching real-life people...
getting the bones cracked.
Getting spina bifida.
I got really jealous because Ian Smith did a Radio 4 thing.
Yeah.
And in it, he's doing different techniques and stuff. I don't know what, I've seen a clip of it, and he basically had a chiropractor on stage, and he did that, clicked all his neck, and I was like, I've never been more jealous of someone's career.
Have a go now.
You're not doing it. No.
I know how to do it.
We'll end up in a...
I know how to do it.
No, you don't.
But I'll have a go.
Right. I'll have a go. With someone's spine. I'll have a go.
I'll have a go at anything. I've told you that.
Yeah, but I won't let you have
I've just bought an industrial planer.
What's that?
For taking the top off wood.
Why?
I need to build a false floor. Anyway, that's your business.
Honestly the dodgiest thing you've ever said.
I need to build a false floor, and I've got 2 pallets
this
I need to get rid of.
This podcast is going to be used in like evidence. Oh, you're laughing about it, but it will be played. I watched this amazing Netflix documentary.
Go on.
Right, The Con Mum. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it for people.
Right.
But his mum comes back on the scene. So he was fostered when he was a young kid.
Yeah.
She comes back on. I'm your mum. Basically cons a lot of money out of him. There's a little twist at the end. But do you know what? It's amazing.
I watched this doc. Was it on?
I love a conning documentary.
I think this was a murder one. The one I watched, I think it was on YouTube on Netflix or something. But it was about. It had some title like you won't believe his parents' reaction, and it was some kid who just because I was watching it with a mate, and it's some like teenage lad, and his mother rings the police and got the actual 999 call. So she's like, "Can you please come to the house? I've just discovered 2 arms and 2 legs in a suitcase and a head in a bag and in
some
a cupboard,
shoulders and some knees and some toes."
That's it. You mock the death.
Right, go on.
And so they got the camera footage of the police going round, and they find the lad who's done it, and they went, "Everything all right?" And he seems like a fairly nice lad. And he's like, "Okay, so do you know what you're here for?" And he's like, "There's my mom found some things at home." They're like, "Yeah, do you want to tell us about it?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's a head in a bag in the sink, and there's arms and legs in a case." And because I made a joke, so I went, "Typical bloke, can't pack."
All right, so I got it. Definitely can't.
A woman would have had the full lot in. That's brilliant. I'll send you a link to that. It's brilliant. It's really shocking, but it's I'm not going to say any more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going through enough traumatic things just gigging at the minute without watching it as well. But watch Con Mum, and then I'll watch that because Con Mum's some of the stuff. How she gets money out.
Welcome to Hayley and Barry's TV club.
I love the con ones though because it's always like, oh, this. So his mum said she was related to the Sultan of Brunei, right?
Torn out of a Brunei.
Do you know what? No, we're done now. How long are we done?
Come on. You can't say that to a Geordie and not expect a Brunei pun to come.
Have we finished?
37 minutes, will that do?
Yeah.
Say bye.
Bye. You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.